Your girlfriend wants you to go back to selling cocaine? That's what this says here.
Yes, this is true.
So, what made you quit?
Honestly, I just got too paranoid.
Sure.
I was moving a lot of weight.
Yeah, I mean, that must be, like, consistent 24/7 paranoia doing that.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, it comes with the job.
There's the feds, there's the other people who know that you're, carrying a lot of cash. There's all sorts of potential enemies out there to sabotage you. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Tyler from Nebraska.
It is.
Can I say here, Tyler, what you told the call screener?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Tyler, it says here that your girlfriend wants you to start back selling cocaine. It says that you are a retired drug dealer, and you've sort of quit the game, but she wants you to start back up. Is that an accurate description of your situation?
Yeah, that's accurate, yeah.
All right, so how long were you selling cocaine for?
Cocaine, not that long. It started out actually in 2017. Started out with ecstasy. And then I moved away from college. Then I went into weed. And that just got too slow. I got money hungry. And I was selling QP of wax every week, but the money was just too slow. Then I went back into selling ecstasy because that's what I was known for. And then after that, I took up cocaine, and then that's really where the money started coming in from all directions. Even with that, also, it gave me more hookups per se.
So why did you? Okay, so you did that for you said a few years.
Well, let's see. I started in 2017, so 4 years.
Okay, about 4 years. So what made you quit?
Let's see. Well, one of them is because honestly, I just got too paranoid because I was moving a lot of weight.
Sure.
I was moving a lot of weight, with the ecstasy, maybe a QP every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that must be consistent 24/7 paranoia doing that.
Oh yeah, and I mean it comes with the job. If you ask anybody, it's always like that because that's felony time.
There's the feds, there's the other people who know that you're, carrying a lot of cash. There's all sorts of potential enemies out there to sabotage you.
Yeah. And I mean, I know I said with the weed, the money got too slow, but I wasn't like that drug dealer that's going to push everything off, with the ecstasy and whatnot. I warned people that, hey, this is pretty close to meth. And I would warn people about the dangers of these drugs, and they still bought it. So.
Well, okay, so you quit because it was getting to be too much for you. Whatever, the money wasn't.
And
it also says here that you quit because you met your girlfriend, and that was part of it.
Yeah, because I met her 2 weeks later, she gets pregnant.
So you got her pregnant 2 weeks after you met her?
Oh fuck yeah! But granted, I was dealing at that time, all right, and I had Zans on me, and for 2 weeks, I don't remember shit.
So so you have so you met this girl 2 weeks after meeting her, she gets pregnant, and then you both decide to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said your kid's 1 now.
Yeah, kid is 1, yes.
Okay, and how are you finding being a father?
It's honestly not that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse, but I was maybe in like 9th grade when my mom had her second child, and then she had another one. So honestly, I felt pretty ready, but there were still
you were
some
around
pickups
a
that I had
little
to.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how's your relationship with your girlfriend?
Great.
Great. Okay, so you had a kid. Okay, so you're dealing a bunch of weight. You meet a lady. You get her pregnant. You decide to keep it. You're liking being a father, it sounds. You're getting along well with the girlfriend. Those are all good things. But we have a conflict now that you're telling me about, which is that you managed to make it out of the game relatively unscathed, it sounds, and you're living your sort of post-credits scene life. But now your girlfriend wants you to go back to selling cocaine? That's what this says here.
Yes, this is true.
Why does she want you to go back? It sounds like everything is kind of working out for you guys.
It is. We both have good jobs. I told the screener that, with both of our incomes, we make $5,000 to $6,000 a month. So, it's not terrible. There's no need. Like we're not living paycheck to paycheck.
So then why does she want you to go back to selling cocaine then if you guys are doing well?
The extra money is what she says. Because if I put it into perspective, so if I were to get like an ounce of coke,
sure,
I can maybe flip that for a $700 to $800 profit.
Sure. Listen. You don't have to sell us on the idea that dealing drugs is profitable. I think we all can get behind that idea in and of itself. But I listen, man. You clearly have an entrepreneurial spirit in you. Maybe that could be applied to things that are less dangerous for you and your family, and less detrimental to your mental health, and to whatever. If you want to make extra money, are there other things that you feel like you could do to do that?
Oh, definitely. But I think the problem here, maybe I haven't asked her too completely about it, but I think it might be the fact that the money comes in so fast.
Right, but as fast as it comes, it too can go.
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
Know that. You're I don't have to tell you that. You already know that. So, I guess what I'm wondering, okay, so your girlfriend wants you to get back into it. How do you feel about what your girlfriend is telling you?
I know I could do it because I'm smart, but there's always that lingering paranoia around your shoulder,
Sure.
Because, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know if, if the feds have eyes on you or not. You just never know.
Sure.
And I feel like, that eats inside.
Right. And, listen, this is hard because I try not to tell people what to do, but just to lay it out here, what you've told me, it sounds like you spent 4 years with this paranoia that you're describing, weighing very heavily on you, and you got out of it, and now you're chilling. I feel like a lot of the times, meeting a girl, getting her pregnant, that relationship doesn't sound destined to work out, but it sounds like it's working out. It sounds like fatherhood's working out for you. You keep hitting all these very lucky strides. Why would you want to jeopardize all the luck that you've received?
I know, and I've had a close ass call before, like scary as shit. And honestly,
Yeah,
I
sure.
just don't want to like go through that. Because like if I would have got caught that one time, would have went prison easy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, so
But I mean,
so here, tell me this. Let's say you go back to your girlfriend and you say, "Listen, babe, you know, I get it. I get that with some extra money we could, you know, get a better place to live, get some better stuff for our kid, this, that, the other thing. But I'm not going back to that life. We got to find a better way to do it." You tell her all that. What do we think she says? How do we think? Would she be supportive of you and your decisions?
oh, definitely. But, you know, I bet she would, you know, give me that, like, fine, fucking whatever type shit, you know?
What are you leaning towards doing at this current point?
See, I mean, the extra money would be nice. Don't get me wrong. It comes fast, but like, you know, you said, and as most people know, as fast as it comes, it can get taken away just like that, even faster.
Yeah, man. Tyler, I want to, I mean, like, you got, I don't even know if you know, I mean, you know how lucky you got with all this. Like, in many of the aspects of your, you got lucky being able to deal drugs for 4 years and not get caught. You got lucky that this girl that you got pregnant, that you guys are actually getting along with each other. You got lucky that you know, fatherhood is coming natural to you and not, you know, giving you a hard time. You got lucky that you found a nice job. Like, you're sitting in all your blessings. Why would you want to fuck that up?
For real, because then, you know, if I get caught, that just means I leave her with 2 kids.
If you get caught, you leave her with 2 kids. There's 2. So there's a second kid.
He was there before I came into the relationship.
Okay, so she had
not
a prior
mine,
kid.
but I treat him as my own.
Okay, all right. So you got a whole family here.
Oh yeah, dude, got a dog too.
You're living the white picket fence dream. You know, you trade the white snow for the white picket fence. I don't know why I said that, but I don't know why you would want to fuck that up, Tyler.
Yeah, I know.
Here, let's do that. What else can what before we go? What else can we do besides dealing drugs to bring in some extra money? Can you at least ponder some of that? Because look, I get it. You want to hustle. You're clearly have an entrepreneurial spirit. You clearly care a lot about providing for your family. And those are all good instincts to have. But I just hope that you follow those instincts productively.
Oh yeah, dude, I will. I mean, yeah, like, I'm a hustler. Like, anything that makes money. Like, I've started doing making rugs.
I love it. I like making rugs. Sounds way more legal than dealing drugs.
Oh yeah, dude, this shit's fun.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
Tyler,
I mean, I can definitely find something.
do that. Okay, I don't like telling people what to do, but I'm gonna do that. Do the rug thing. Get artistic with it. Find better ways to bring in more money, because I like we've established 1,000 times, you have clearly gotten very lucky with this whole situation, and you don't want to fuck that up for no reason.
Yeah, bro. All right.
So anything else you want to say to the computer, Tyler?
You know, I would like to give a shout out to your screener. Forgot his name, but he is a bro.
Beautiful. That was either Tim or Andrew.
God, dude, I don't know. We were talking, and he said he met you before you started. He was a mod in the Twitch and Discord, and then, you know, you just asked him to be a screener.
Well, Tyler, thank you very much for calling, and good luck to you in your future endeavors.
Yeah, bro. Take care, Lyle. Stay safe.
Tyler. That was an interesting one. I don't know. I was baffled by this because he seemed like he had it made, right? Because there's just so many things that could have gone wrong with the drug dealing and with, you know, being a young father and with, you know, just sort of being in the situation with this other person where, you know, she got roped up in all this, and those relationships are almost always fucking doomed to fail. But it worked out for him. It's just he keeps pressing luck, you know. But he sounded like he's a smart man who will hopefully make a good decision. Tyler. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Connor.
Hello.
How's life, Connor?
Hi. It's okay. Life is okay right now. How are you doing, Mr. Gecko?
Connor, it says here you're 22 years old, you're from New York, and you have an addiction to Gatorade. It says you drink 8 bottles a day, and as a result, your shit is whatever color of Gatorade you drink. It also says here that you're planning to turn it into an art project by trying to see how colorful of a shit you can make by combining different Gatorade colors. I actually like that idea. Is this all accurate?
Yeah, that admittedly, yes.
Okay, there's a lot of aspects to this that we need to get into, but let's start with the nature of your addiction. What kind of Gatorade? Is it the Gatorade Zero? Is it the regular Gatorade? Is it the G2?
It is. I like the ones that have the little like baby bottle at the top because I feel like baby when I drink it. Like the really vertically tall ones, the skinny ones, and like any color.
You'll drink any color.
Yeah. I'm not biased based on the flavor or color.
Do you have okay? So you are open to any color, but is there any color in particular that you are actively the biggest fan of?
I'd say blue, and that's the scariest one.
What do you mean by scary?
Because like when I poop, like you can have like green poop and you could have like red poop based on like I don't know, medical conditions, but like I don't know what medical condition gives you blue poop. So yeah, it's just so good but so bad at the same time. Like it's so wrong, so right.
So this Gatorade addiction, is that accurate? 8 bottles a day? Does that sound correct?
Yeah. I'd say like 8 bottles a day. Yeah.
Okay. And are they big bottles or are they the you said it's the one with the little nipple on it?
Yeah.
Those are like tall. Those are pretty tall bottles. So it's not like little mini bottles.
Yes.
Okay. So you say it's starting to affect you. I know that we mentioned that it's affecting your shit, but is there other aspects of your body, your mind, your spirit that all this Gatorade is having any effect on?
It's definitely making me hate water. That's for sure. Because every time I drink water, I'm like, this isn't Gatorade.
How long have we been drinking Gatorade for?
For probably as long as I can remember.
Let me rephrase that question. I know that you've been drinking Gatorade forever, but like to this extent.
I guess it hasn't really become a problem until like this year, really, because I've just been buying like the multi-packs now, and I'm buying in bulk now.
So what do you think it is about Gatorade that has you so addicted? Is it the sugar? Is it the electrolytes?
I honestly, it used to be the flavor, like the sugar, just like in general. But now I think it's like all. I think it's. I'm really just trying to make something like creative with this addiction now. Like, I think it's now the drive for like creative ambition through shit.
Okay, so you are driven by the creative ambition to make a color of shit that nobody has ever seen before.
Yeah, that's correct.
And when we're talking about this shit, is it a singular color of shit, or are you imagining sort of a tie-dye shit situation?
I think tie-dye would be the coolest, but so far it's been single colors, just blue or red, and I wanted to experiment to see if I can make purple, or if I can make like orange out of yellow and red.
That's ambitious.
It's the artist quarrel, some would say.
Where do you exhibit your work? Do you post online? Are you starting some sort of gallery show?
Mostly it's just been me, just like admiring it afterwards and just like kind of being proud of myself. But I want to share it with the world, but I'm not sure how, because I feel like that's so taboo and nobody would want to see it.
Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. You need to find a greater either social or philosophical issue that you can claim to be exploring through your colorful poops. Can you tie it somehow into climate change? Can you tie it somehow into some sort of religious background of yours? What do you think you could tie it to that might have some form of artistic substance?
Maybe I could like sell it as compost, like you were saying, like climate change, like kind of for the environment.
Yeah.
Because like everybody sees brown, and like, you know, like I want to be like, well, there's more to just compost than usage. There's art.
See, I already don't know what you're talking about, and that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. That's good. Then I can shock the world.
Beautiful. I'm excited for you. Let me know when your gallery opens. You know what's funny is I know that we're fucking around right now, but I really do think that if you sold this correctly, you actually could exhibit photos of your colored shits.
Do you think this is $1 million idea?
No, I never said that. I never said it's $1 million idea. I never said it's $1 million idea, but I do. I want you to know, I say this genuinely, that if you really wanted to, and you really like put your mind to it, and you got like you bought like a nice camera, and you took really good photos of your different colored shits, and you like had them printed by like a quality printmaker, and you like were able to mount them and shit on like a canvas, I really genuinely do believe you could present it as art.
You are the first person to ever say that you believe in my shit idea, and for that I am thankful. Thank you, Therapy Gecko.
Of course. Go get him, Connor. Shock the art world.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Here's the thing. I've been to all these like contemporary art museums and stuff, and art is all about presentation. If you put, this is something I think about all the time. If you took a video of your dog on your iPhone and you uploaded it to YouTube, and the title of the video was "Dog Running Around in Field," and it had 0 views, it would just be some bullshit video on YouTube that nobody cares about. But if you rented a gallery and you with like 8mm film filmed your dog running around in a field, and you projected it onto a wall, and you got like a nice engraved title that said "Dog running around field, comma 2022," and you put it in the MoMA or whatever, people would look at it and they would go, "Oh yes, that's supposed to be here. That is art." So it's all about presentation. If you take pictures of your shit and you post them on Instagram just with your little foam filter, people are going to be like, what the fuck is this? But if you put it in a gallery and you present it to people as art, and that's their first impression of it, they won't question you. They really won't. I hope Connor does it. If he doesn't, I might have to steal his idea. Because I too love Gatorade. I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art a while ago because I used to live in Philadelphia, and there's a piece there. See how I called it a piece? See how I'm about to get into this. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's crazy that I call this a piece. But the fact that I just called it a piece unconsciously just now proves the entire point of the rant that I just went on. There's a piece in the Philadelphia Museum of Art of it's a like little like old box TV, and there's a recording, there's like a looping video on the TV of a clown, and the clown is just staring into the camera, and it's going, no, 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 and that's it. And it's in the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and I called it a piece just now. If you dressed up as a clown and you took a front-facing camera iPhone video of yourself yelling no, 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 and you posted it on Facebook, people will be like, this guy's insane. But if you do the same thing on a fucking old video camera and you put it on a stupid TV and you put it in an art museum, people will call it a piece. That's why Connor's shit thing is not that crazy. Bruce Nauman. Yes, there we go. That's what it is. Shout out to Bruce Nauman. All right. That was my little Gecko rant on art. I hope Connor does his thing. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Joe from Oregon?
Yes. Oh my God, this is absolutely insane.
Look,
yeah,
as insane as it is for you, it is even more insane for me that I find it insane that you find it insane to be on. Well, the
insanity is just going around, then.
Yeah, the insanity really is going around. All right, so here's the thing, is I've been doing this thing, normally on, like, when I'm, like, shucking and jiving on this thing, I'll, like snap, like, bring it up immediately, like, oh, Joe from Oregon, your balls are twisted and your girlfriend hates you, like, whatever it is. Or I can let you, in your own words, say the thing. Or how do you want to do this? Do you want to say what's going on? Do you want me to say what the call screener said?
I can say a thing, and then from that thing, we can say things to each other, maybe.
I like that idea a lot. All right, you say your thing.
All right, so this thing I wanted to talk about is a thing that happened probably when I was 12. I was 12 years old, I think.
Sure.
And I was a very anxious 12-year-old. I had a lot of anxiety. Basically, anytime some small thing would happen to me, like I got a little cut on my finger, I would be like, oh my God, I have necrotizing fasciitis. My skin's gonna fall off. You know, I was a freak. I was super anxious about everything. Well, anyways, I was playing paintball with friends and kind of just having a very normal day. And all of a sudden, we finished our game of paintball. We were leaving, and I was sitting in the car. And all of a sudden, everything just kind of went weird. And it was kind of like, I don't know if you've just been really, really high before, or it just feels like...
I have.
I don't know. I mean, basically the feeling of being extremely high, but it was like pretty much like a dream. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, listen, it says it says here that you had an anxiety episode that you found out was called depersonalization. That's what you're describing, right?
Yes. Or derealization. There are different, terms for it, I guess.
Depersonalization. It says you described the sensation known as visual snow. What is visual snow?
Okay. So, visual snow this is also something that kind of came along with this strange episode, where it's like a static to your vision. Like your vision, it's kind of like when you look at a TV and like you see that static, but it's kind of just like in general when you're just looking around, it's just this strange, like very, very subtle static that's kind of just around when you're looking.
So you're 12 years old. You're playing paintball. You're in the car with your other friends, and this shit starts happening to you, and it sounds like it's like very intense, like a psychedelic trip of some kind. How do you react in the moment? What do you do? Do you freak out?
Well, the best way I could describe the sensation of this was kind of like, it just felt like somebody fucking drugged me or something. Like I was just on acid. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what's happening, but this is not right. And it was just like, I don't know, like my heart started beating really fast, and I didn't say anything because obviously it felt like if I said something, I would sound like an insane person. So I kind of just sat there and just kind of tried to act as normal as possible until I got home. And I was living with my dad at the time. I don't remember what year this was, but I was around 12, 13, I think. And I just kind of like went home, went to my room for a little bit, and then eventually I just kind of was like, oh, hey, Dad, there's something wrong. Like, there's something really wrong. I don't know if my brain's broken or what's going on, but yeah, like I feel like I'm fucking, like I'm crazy. Like, I don't know. Like this.
And how did your dad respond to that?
It kind of was just like this back and forth for a while of just like, he was like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Like, you don't feel like something's right? Like, you don't feel like you're in reality? Like, are you on, like, it's kind of funny.
And while you're having this back and forth with your dad, are you still experiencing the sensation?
Oh yeah, it was just like this kind of permanent sense of like, I kind of described it to the call screener like it was a video game, but really it was more like a dream. Like, it was just like, it just seemed like everything,
for whatever reason, felt like you were in a dream, or you were experiencing your life not from your own perspective.
Yes, like almost exactly like this, just that strange feeling you get in a dream where like people don't like, I kind of like, yeah, like the only reason I said video game, which is strange, is because like talking to somebody felt like you were like talking to like an NPC. Like it was just like really like,
sure.
What is this?
Well, okay. So this happened to you when you were 12 years old. You're 25 now, so this was half your life ago. In any form,
yeah.
In any form, has this sensation appeared again to you?
So it went on for about like 2 or 3 months. Kind of just on a pretty.
It lasted 2 or 3 months, like continuously.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nuts.
No, and oh my god, it was horrible. And luckily for me, it was kind of on like a summer vacation from school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, just strangely good timing for something weird and horrible to happen like that. But I never ended up, I ended up going like to a doctor, and they were like, okay, well, we don't really know what to say. You know, it's not like there's anything physically wrong with you. So, you know, they're like, well, I guess you could get like a CAT scan or whatever. We didn't end up going down that route. So
did you go to a psychiatrist?
Yeah. So they referred me to like a psychiatrist, and, well, I don't know, like, we were going to go down that route and start trying to figure out what's wrong with me.
Okay.
But between me and my dad trying to decide what to do, we didn't really end up doing that. It was more or less just, I guess, me trying to self-manage this weird episode that, I mean, it was just like every day. I thought, okay, I'll wake up and it'll be gone, but, it wasn't.
You know what's weird
I don't
is,
know. It
like,
ended up kind of,
looking back on it, can I ask, maybe this is fucked up, but like, you're 25 years old, and like, I remember being 13, and in a weird way, when I look back on my memories of like being 13 in the summer, they feel like oddly psychedelic. Was any part of this, looking back on it, like kind of fun?
oh man, I wouldn't really say fun. I mean, like I said, I was an absolute wreck back then when it came to anxiety leading up to this point. And so this whole episode kind of just, I mean, I didn't hang out with friends. I didn't really talk to many people. I kind of just, and I don't know if this made this worse, but I just kind of secluded myself to my house, to my room. I was constantly looking online, trying to look for answers because,
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really seem like there was many factual medical.
Okay, so it was not fun.
Yeah, it was pretty much the opposite of fun. Yeah. It was,
Okay,
it was,
all right. No, you don't have to
dark.
yes and me on that. I was just saying.
I mean,
I just
looking
didn't know
back on
because
it
I mean,
now.
look. The only reason I ask is because people take drugs to intentionally achieve the effects that you're describing, for recreational purposes. So I didn't know if it was fun, but okay, you're telling me it's.
Oh,
not
absolutely,
fun.
yeah.
I believe you. Okay, so to sort of wrap this up, you're 20, and what I wanted to know, and I feel like we got sidetracked off of this into something, because you were telling me that it lasted for 3 months, which, goddamn, that's crazy. So, to wrap that part up real quick, it just faded away after 3 months. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know. So it's either, and this is just my own kind of theory. It's either it went away or I sort of got used to that feeling of just strange, I don't know. But at a certain point, it kind of started feeling like, okay, I can manage, this part of my life. I could go outside. I can go. Because, I ended up going back to school and all that. And so it was kind of just like, I guess, gradually being forced back into the world. I started feeling a little more at ease, a little more, I don't know if that's even a good way to describe it. But
all right, so this kind of thing of you saying you don't even know if it went away, maybe you just adjusted to it, almost brings me into what I really wanted to get at before we go is you, all right, like I said, this happened half your life ago. You were 12. You're 25 now.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Like, has this depersonalization thing happened to you at any other stage of your life? Has it resurfaced? Do you have any connection to it mentally? Right now, like what do you? Where does this issue stand with you contemporarily?
Contemporarily, I would say I haven't had any more like very intense episodes like that. I do still struggle with like anxiety just in general. I have gone to different therapists and have been kind of diagnosed with like some what's it called? It's like a general anxiety type of thing. But I don't take medications, and it's kind of just been a self-managing thing, which I don't think that's the best method. I think I probably could use more medical or therapy. But I don't know. I have not had anything as substantial as that recur. But the visual snow actually is something that is still happening, and I have still not had a explanation of what that is.
And you're telling me, you're telling me that when the visual snow happens, there's not a single party that's like, all right, this is kind of cool.
Okay, so one way I could describe, if you're in complete darkness in a room,
Yeah.
it is fucking just like pure TV static. Like, it looks fucking weird. I mean, it's really strange. I went to an eye doctor. They said, okay, your eyes are fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your eyes. The only thing that we have not done, like I said, has been like a brain scan to see, like, I don't know if there's something physically wrong with my brain, which maybe it would be a good step to do. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty fucking weird. I wouldn't say it's fun or cool, but it's interesting.
Well, you know, it's weirdly interesting to hear you say that you know, when you were 12, you don't know if it went away or if you just adjusted to it. Like you don't like. There's no way that you still feel like that now, but you just kind of, you know, learned to live in your own perception of reality.
It may be just I am living my own version of reality. I mean, fuck. I mean, it's weird to say it that way, but maybe. I mean, I am talking to a Gecko on the computer.
It's true. You are talking to a Gecko on the computer, which is a classically psychedelic experience. So you could still be depersonalized right now. But is there anything you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
I guess just, you know, take care of your mental health and just, I don't know. Fucking.
Perfect.
I didn't prepare anything. I'm sorry, but yeah, just you know, mental health's important, guys.
Thank you for calling, Joe. Appreciate you sharing your story.
Hey, thank you. Love you, Geck.
I almost I think I got like a weird contact high from that call because I don't remember the last. I'm in a weird headspace right now. I don't remember the last. I remember being present for the last 5 minutes of that call, but I don't remember the first 5 minutes. I only remember the second half of that call. I don't know if it's I got some weird contact high from the subject matter. I don't know if I'm bullshitting myself right now, but I don't remember the beginning of that call. I only remember the last 5 minutes. The beginning of that call for me is in some nether place. I mean, I have it recorded, so I can go back and look at it, and I'll go, oh, right. But if I just have to go off of my currently existing memory with no sort of photographic elements, the first half of that is in some nether region. This was weird. This was a weird thing. This put me in a weird headspace. Thank you. What was his name? Joe? Was it Joe? I think it was Joe. Hold on, let me check. Joe. Yeah, it was Joe. Thank you for sharing your story, Joe. Hello, Nikki.
Hi. Yeah.
How are you doing, Nikki?
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good right now. Talking to the Gecko on the computer.
It is an honor to be a Gecko talking on the computer to you, Nikki. It says here that you are 20 years old from California, and that you think...
Yes.
This is a very interesting thing that we're about to get into here. I have a lot of questions about this. I'm going to say it. It says here that you think you gave your best friend and your enemy chlamydia in a threesome. You're worried about telling them that you might have been the one to give them chlamydia. Okay, so this is a two-parter here. I assume you're calling to talk about the fact that you're worried about telling them, and we'll get to that. But first, I want to know how exactly you got involved with a threesome with not just your best friend, but also your enemy. Who is this enemy that you had? Tell me about this enemy.
Oh, yeah, no. So the enemy is a boy that her and I both hooked up with separately. But she hooked up with him first, and, like, he's kind of in our friend group. here, but like he comes over sometimes, and like they started hooking up. Maybe they hooked up like twice, and I had a boyfriend at that time. I broke up with him, and then I started hooking up with him. But I asked her permission, and she said it was chill. So I went for it, and ended up not being chill and putting a damper on our friendship. We got over it because we were best friends. But, like, she was mad at me for a while, and, you know, I didn't actually really like him. I just kind of hooked up with him. So
wait a minute. Hold on. How is he your enemy? What has he done to? I mean, because listen, Nikki, enemy. I mean, that's a strong label. It's someone who's really, really wronged you, not just once, but continually. Like a. I mean, an enemy. That's not just somebody who pissed you off once. It's a recurring antagonist in your life. What has he done to gain this title of enemy?
Well, you know, maybe he's not an enemy to the extent, but he is the worst. Like, he, like, is so egotistical and, like, really bugs all my friends. And, like, after he caused this damper on me and my best friend's friendship, the whole friend group is kind of turned against him because they realized how, like, much he, like, boasted about, like, hooking up with both of us. And, like, he's just the egotistical asshole.
So you gave him chlamydia?
Yes, I did. I don't know.
All right.
See, like,
all right. So you're concerned about telling you. Okay, so you had a threesome with this guy and your friend, and you think that you might have given them chlamydia, and you're afraid to tell them.
You know, he put us both in a group chat after we had the threesome, and texted us and said, you know, he said I got tested and I have it, and we both were kind of like, fuck, we both got tested, we both have it. And I was kind of thinking back, I was like, well, you know, I could have given it to them because I had hooked up with somebody in between the time I hooked up with him and the threesome. And I never got tested.
Look, here's the thing, Nikki. Chlamydia.
Yeah.
Chlamydia is not that bad. I've said it before on this podcast.
No,
I've had chlamydia twice. I'm fine. You know, you take a pill.
No.
And you're done. You know, it's not like you gave them, like, AIDS.
You know, yeah. No, this is humbling to hear because, like, I was freaking out. I did take the pills, and I'm fine now. I didn't have any symptoms, but just the thought of, like, giving my best friend and my enemy chlamydia, it's like a win and a lose, but, like, chlamydia, it just has a gross...
Nikki, just. Well, first of all, there's a couple things here. First of all, it sounds like you. I mean, look, sure, you had sex with this other person, and then you had sex with them. So, like, but I mean, look, we don't know who your friend was having sex with. We don't know who this guy was having sex with. So, could have been anyone.
That's true.
At this point, well, because here's the thing, right? It could have been anyone, because we don't know who we don't know who your friend's been having sex with. We don't know who this guy's been having sex with. What was I going to say? Does it even matter at this point who gave who what? I mean, you're all going to take the pill. You're all going to be fine. Maybe in the future, I don't know, maybe you learn a lesson of some kind of you know, STDs are bad or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, the who did what is like, what is anyone even going to do with that information that's, you know, remotely productive? But if it makes you feel better, I mean... You don't know for sure it was you unless if you got tested beforehand and then you had sex with them, which that would have been bad, but that's not really what happened. I don't really think that you know, I mean, like I said, it's anyone's guess as to who was patient zero here.
Yeah. No, that's true. Like, I guess it doesn't matter in the end, but, you know, it just sucked. Like, everybody, because he told all his friends, and all my friends know. And now it's just, because STDs, they are, like, embarrassing. Like, it is stigmatized, but it's like, damn, we all, like, had a threesome and got the
It shouldn't be
like,
embarrassing. It means you got laid, and that's who doesn't like to brag about getting laid? It's like, how can it be both a stigma, but also a thing that everyone's bragging about all the time?
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, that kind of touches on the lines of, like, gender norms. Because, like, if a girl's bragging about sex, she's thought of as a slut. But if a boy's bragging about a threesome, he's, like, a king. And, yeah. And then you add chlamydia to the mix, and it's just, what the fuck? I don't know anymore.
Well, listen, you know, you don't have to subscribe to gender norms. You can subscribe to whatever the fuck you want, Nikki, you know?
Word.
What do you feel in your heart is the right thing to do?
Well, I know my best friend wouldn't care if I gave her chlamydia. The guy, you know, he's a slut himself, so he could have definitely given it to us. Like, you know, maybe I'm kind of a slut, but it's just like, it doesn't matter, I guess, in the end.
Totally doesn't matter in the end. I would put a period there, honestly. I don't think it matters. I mean, look, here's what matters. Here's what matters. Is look, what's your name? Nikki? I've said it 5,000 times. Nikki, all that matters is that you be safe, all right? You be confident in whatever choices you're making to do in your life. And that's it at the end of the day.
That made me feel better. I appreciate that.
Good. Is there anything that you want to say to the people at the computer before we go, Nikki?
You should trip on shrooms. It's the best and most awesome thing you could do. It changed my life.
I'll think about it. I feel like I'm gonna permanently like develop a Twitch or something, and then I can't be a gecko on the computer anymore. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Good luck to you in your future endeavors, Nikki.
Yes, thank you so much, Gag.
Nikki forever.
See ya.